Welcome to a day in my life as a Pioneer Scholar. This day was definitely a busy one, but it was also super fun and super thrilling. I normally start off my day by just writing down all the goals I have for the day on my wonderful desk, and beforehand I also prepared myself some breakfast, which you'll see later. This is a sticky note I used to write down all my goals, and one of the goals I specifically had was to publish my most recent episode of my science podcast, and Apple Podcasts wasn't being the best about it. Afterwards, I started to prepare the website for my podcast, and I was really unfamiliar with the app, but I was getting the hang of it. Afterwards, my spanakopita and oranges were ready, and then I also watched some Shark Tank before visiting my friend in our town's downtown. Say hi to my study buddy Sammy. We afterwards went to Starbucks because why not? And then we also did a pre-study sesh spike ball match. Honestly, we were doing pretty good. So afterwards we decided to get back on the grind. I was focusing less on my science podcast and more so on my Pioneer work, because what would this video be without something relating to Pioneer? So generally I'm pretty early in terms of the time frame of my Pioneer research process. I'm still completing my group sessions, which means I haven't gotten an opportunity to talk about my research questions and my potential research topics with my professor one-on-one yet. Despite this, I do still think it's important to get better acclimated with Oberlin Library's resources and generally just reading peer-reviewed articles and literature reviews. So I'm hoping to do my research on schizophrenia gene expression, which means that I've been reading tons of articles about schizophrenia specifically, just so that I'm better prepared to not only read about that specific concept, but also to just read the difficult academic level of papers generally. Afterwards, we wanted a change of scenery, so I decided to continue my work here, and we also got some nice fries. Clearly, the fries weren't enough, because immediately after, we went to a Mexican place to get some really nice burrito bowls. Then we changed scenery again to our town's library, and I decided to switch back to my science podcast website. I had to say goodbye to Sammy, but I knew that we'd probably hang out sometime later. And then I was greeted at home by my dog. Then I decided to work a little bit more on the website up in my room, and I was actually really happy with the aesthetic of it. I wasn't able to work on it for long because I also wanted to play some tennis before it got dark out. Here I'm just playing on the baseline with the ball machine, and then I also worked on some serves. Afterwards, I went to Stop and Shop with my dad to get a nice birthday card for my friend who's having an escape room birthday party tomorrow. While I was preparing that, I was watching some Shark Tank, and then my mom made me this really nice dinner, and I continued to watch Shark Tank for a little bit, but then realized I should probably go to bed. So then, the last thing I did for the day was to just write down everything I was grateful for and all the things and goals I had accomplished during the day. And yeah, thank you.